Hi everyone, JB here, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. In the previous episode, we did some side quests. We escorted someone, a heart, from the West Coast Highway all the way to the Chrome Pass. In this episode, we're going to take a rest because we're going somewhere for a hidden side quest. The first of quite a few in Trails in the Sky. There's about, I don't remember the exact number, there's about 12 of them. This is perhaps the first really big one. So if you look at the world map and you see that rectangle just south of us, we're going to go there because that is the Amberl Tower. Do you remember in a previous episode we went to the Esmeralda Tower, firstly to rescue Luke and Pat, and then we went with Niall and Dorothy, and they went, by the way, this is the Esmeralda Tower, one of the 4 tetracyclic towers in the game. So the Esmeralda Tower is the first one, and the Amberl Tower is the second. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the Amberl Tower and do some digging. Now, the Amberl Tower is the only one with a hidden side quest attached to it, but you do want to do all 4 anyway, because they have great treasure. They have incredibly good treasure. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. Now, the Amberl Tower can be quite difficult to navigate. But first, a cutscene. So what was the name of this tower again? The Amberl Tower. It's one of the ancient ruins referred to as a tetracyclic tower. Oh, I see. That's why it looks exactly like the Esmeralda Tower, huh? Well, it looks amber instead of emerald. I mean, aside from the colour and the layout, of course, but the atmosphere is the same. What's wrong? Oh, it's probably nothing, but I could have sworn I heard somebody talking. You're right, Estelle. It sounds like somebody's in here. Do you think it could be... maybe taking a detour every once in a while isn't a bad idea. Hint, hint. We may have just nested ourselves something big. It looks like we'll need to investigate, so let's be cautious. Right. Indeed, let's be cautious. Or we can do the exact opposite and just throw ourselves headfirst into the tower. First thing we want to do is just go straight through there. Then we want to go to the north and run into this guy. This is the green Insectos, the palette swap of the white Insectos that we saw in the Noble Valley. Super weak to art, super weak to everything. Just gonna die.
We're good to go.
So yeah, we want to take the bridge north. No, it's the same enemy. Then we want to go down here, and we want to take the southeastern exit first. We're going to avoid enemies that we don't necessarily need to fight. There we go. And here we're going to get a tier bar, and then we'll go back. Avoid this guy. And then what do we want to do? We want to take the bridge across where there is a massive amber turtle in the way. I don't want to fight. I didn't really want to fight. But anyway, as mentioned in the previous episode when we took them on as the new Ansel Path monster, these guys are weak to fire arts and really nothing else. If you fight them with your physical attacks, it's going to hurt you. But yeah. Nice and easy, really. We're not quite strong enough to take them down in one hit, but it doesn't really matter.
Oh, are we done already?
Okay, so we then want to take the east bridge, and we want to go up to the 3rd floor. Here, we want to head west. You're not a new enemy. I'm looking for a new enemy here. No, you're an amber turtle. Is it here we can find them? Anyway, Again, we want to go all the way east. There we go. Found them. These are the final types of enemies. You see the purple ones? We know about the green Insectos already. The purple ones are violet poms. Slightly weak to... is it wind magic? Or wind art, sorry. But all the same, they shouldn't really pose that much of a threat. So we're just going to show off killing them here. Hellgate is so good. The problem is that on a lot of people, as Avery will also kill a lot of people. Oh, didn't quite finish off the poms. Okay. Is that it requires quite a bit of setup in the early game. Pretty much everyone can cast Hellgate towards the end. But to start with, it can take a lot of time because Time Sepith is incredibly difficult to find. Unless you find Shining Poms and clobber them to death. With S-breaks and S-crafts. So yeah, Violet Poms don't hit hard, but they hit your EP, sorry, quite hard. So bearing in mind that your EP is always at a set amount unless you unlock more slots, which we'll get to later. We will unlock more slots, don't worry. When they're hitting and absorbing like 10 EP at a time, that really adds up. Especially when we haven't been introduced to the items that will recover our EP just yet. So just be aware. And they're quick as well. They are quick. But nonetheless, they are also weak.
We're good to go.
There we go. Ooh, a lot of things. Now, I am looking for a certain treasure chest. There it is. The fried eyes and eggs. Turn around, fried eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Anyways, I would apologise, but I'm not actually that sorry. So, what we want to do is go down here, and then we want to take the bridge. Is it down here? Let's see. I think it's here. Avoid the amber turtle. Take this. Yeah, the reviving barn. Then we want to go up. And then... Ooh. Yeah, there it is. I did a practice run and I got so confused. I'm not going to lie. And then we want to go all the way around and up here. Ah, it's that guy again. More amber turtles. Yikes. Help. Yep, help indeed. It's just 2 amber turtles. Oh, thank you. You really saved my hide. Well, if it isn't Professor Alba. I was all tense because I thought it might be Sky Bandits. Ah, it's been a while now, hasn't it? You know this guy? Yeah, he's a scholar who's been investigating the towers in the Bell. When we were escorting those reporters, we ran into him at the Asbelas Tower. Ah, and here it looks like I'm being rescued again. We heard talking earlier. Is there someone else in here with you? Oh goodness, you heard that? How embarrassing. It's a bad habit I have whenever I'm doing my research. If I don't say what I'm thinking out loud, I can't collect my thoughts. Oh, so you're just talking to yourself, huh? We're all a little crazy sometimes. At any rate, we best save the chit-chat for another time. We should get out of this place before more monsters come looking for a snack. Huh? You're leaving already? Why? Is there a problem? My research here hasn't finished. Well, in that case, take as much time as you need. Estelle, Joshua, we're leaving now. Mr. Researcher here says he can find his own way back to town. Huh? Wow, now that was scary. She totally threatened the poor guy. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm ready to leave now. Men are definitely best when they're so agreeable. Hey, Estelle and Joshua, let's go, pronto. Okay. Good grief. Good grief indeed. I mean, we could do what Scherazard says, or we could find stuff. Here we've got a monster chest. And we're putting Albert into extreme danger, but don't worry, I'm sure he can look after himself just fine. So what is this guy? This is a rubber trapper. He is a bit resistant to arts, but we're still going to hit him with arts anyway. Why are we going to hit him with arts anyway? Because he explodes. Why else? Why else would we hit somebody with arts? So, yeah. We're just going to hit him with soul blurs, and it's going to be great, and he's going to do some arts of his own, and we're all going to get along really well. Maybe I should have used Hellgate instead. But I am aware that we're running low on the old EP on Joshua. .54 health. Well, Earth Lance does 279, so just be aware of that. Albert can survive a hit. Maybe we'll Shadow Spear the guy. 20% chance of KO, remember, when you're Shadow Spearing. One in 5. Go on. Didn't get him. You can tell when you get him because like 3 white lights sort of come out of the sprite, and then it just also dies instantly. This is slightly different post spell animation. There we go.
Piece of cake.
And for that we get hardly any experience, hardly any Sepith, and we also get the Emerald Talisman. Okay, great. Then we're going to go north of here, and there's another monster chest with 3 rubber trappers. 3. Never mind though. We've got the ability to do some AOE spells, so don't mind if we do. We're going to use Stone Impact. Now, I'm still going to use Stone Impact, even though he's got resistance to Earth, because, well, I just really want to kill them as quickly as possible. Okay, well, we managed to get one of them to faint. There's a difference, by the way, unlike in a game like, say, Pokemon, between fainting and KO. 300. Oh, no. Oh, that's irritating.
No.
Alright, just straight up did 0. I didn't realise it would do 0. Well, take that as a precautionary lesson then. Yeah. We will use a reviving bomb. I was saving up my CP for a fight that I thought would perhaps need it more. But I think, given where we are, yeah. Okay. I don't really want to risk Scherazard and Joshua dying.
Someone's been naughty.
There we go, 2 down. Okay, and then can't use Hellgate anymore. But it doesn't really matter. It's on what, 34 health? There we go.
That's that then. Let's move out.
I think I definitely could have prevented Joshua from dying as well, because you can tell who they're trying to hit. Because there's a red circle around them when you're hitting them. So I don't think I played that fight particularly well. Perhaps take that as a lesson in how not to kill them. But anyway, for doing that, we get the chainmail. I'm going to show what both of those items do. So the Emerald Talisman is a talisman crafted from a type of Septium, but all your attacks and defense becomes wind-based, so you become more resistant to wind, and the damage you deal is wind. It's alright. And then Chainmail just gives a bit more attack, defense, and arts defense. I'm going to give that to Joshua. I feel like he's the kind of guy we need it on. I'm just going to heal as well, because why not? There we go, that would do. I'm aware that we're quite low now on EP, but we're going to get out of here. And then we want to go west. There's one more thing I want to do here. West, and then I want to go up here. So remember when I talked earlier about those poms, like, just sucking the EP out of you? That's, like, and how it will hurt you further down the line. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I have hardly any EP left now. There we go. Then we're going to go down the stairs. And then... Oh no, I didn't miss. I tried to avoid it, failed miserably. Anyway, what we're going to do is that I'm going to get out of here and I'll meet you back at the entrance. And we're out! I managed to avoid pretty much all the other monsters, so here we are. Basically, to get out, you just keep on following that path down, go down the stairs at the end of that path, and then just keep going. Oh goodness, you helped me out of a mess again. If you hadn't come along when you did, I might have been done for good this time. I've managed to get a little funding for my research, so I'll send a payment to the guild as a token of my gratitude. Like I told you before, hire a bracer to escort you around. Funds permitting, I will seriously look into that next time. Anyway, I must be going now. Are you sure you don't need to be escorted back to town? Ha ha ha, if I did that, then my wallet would truly be barren. Farewell everyone, I hope we can meet again someplace. He certainly is a strange one. You think so? He seems like the typical academic to me. You know, the type that gets lost in whatever they're doing. You're definitely not one of those people, that's for sure. Hey! Even I know better to come waltz here to a place like this alone. But for a scholar, he may be just more than meets the eye. For one, he came here by himself. Maybe you're right, but we're the ones who ended up having to save us behind. Well, that's just part of the Bracer line of work. Anyway, how about we get going? Amberl Tower Mystery complete. I will meet you back at the Bose Bracer Guild for our extra rewards. And we're back at the Bracer Guild. We're going to report to Lugren, and we're going to get some BP. So 4 BP, you should have 93 BP at this point, and 2,000 Mira, Junior Bracer 6 class. Blah 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 blah. We are finally going to go back onto the main story and head off to Revenue Trail in the next episode. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. I've been JB. This has been The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.